Hello everyone, and welcome back to another stream. This is Yuri, and we will be designing together a new wallpaper for Twisted Wonderland. And as I promised in our previous stream, I'll be designing for Ruggie. So I hope everyone is excited today. Also, sorry about the delay in the waiting room. I was just like filling my bottle of water. Okay. So let me just change a couple of things, just turning on some programs. Okay. Closing this. And we're gonna like open this too. So my cats, both of them this time, are with me in the room, and let's hope like they won't like start making noises. They're peaceful right behind me, sitting together, chilling. So let's hope they stay like this. Last time I closed the door and they were like outside, and one of them started screaming at the door while I was streaming. But this time they're with me in the room. So let's see what's gonna happen this time. Okay, I'm gonna start streaming my screen. And yep, the theme we're gonna be doing for Ruggie's wallpaper will be the same one as Leona. Thank God we have our color palette ready, and all our things are ready. All what is left is like choosing our angle and making things more aesthetically and suitable for Ruggie. So I created a new canvas. As you can see, it is a transparent canvas, and with the same sizes. The width is like 1080 and the height is 1920. So I just forgot. Just let me give me a second. I forgot like to open my folders. Where did I put it? Just gonna bring the Ruggie sprites in front of us like this, and I'm putting the screen right back. So yeah, we'll be doing Ruggie. So as usual, I'm just gonna bring Ruggie here. I posted on my Instagram on story, like I talked about how I was searching like for Ruggie's pose. Each time I found like a PNG sprite for him, like the normal one where his hands are down. I only found him like putting his hand on his waist. I've searched like literally everywhere for it, and thank God I found it finally. So I was just like thinking about how can I hide it in the picture if I didn't find the normal pose of him. But I found it, so we are safe. There's no need to change anything. First of all, I'm just gonna go and start cropping the perfect amount of Ruggie's body, full body. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna erase the full body. And clicking this, I'm gonna scale it up, bringing it back in a bigger size. And let me check. I just want to make both of them like the same height. I think he's bigger than Leona's, so I'm just like gonna crop more until like he's half of his arm, something like that. Copying, paste, and erasing the rest of the body like this. I think this is the perfect size. So now I'm gonna click on it, Control U, and just gonna reduce the lightning to -100, so it turns like completely black. The reason I do that is like I don't need like to see the complete features of the character. I just want like the outline of it. Okay, so here's our character, and now we're gonna like choose which the perfect inner background we're gonna go for. after like admiring them for a while, I think the best one would be the background with the launch. Ruggie is like a active character, and unlike Leona's, like I think he'd be in the launch, he'd be chilling, eating, having fun. Leona was the opposite. Like when we chose his inner background, we tried to keep it as simple as possible, considering Leona's character, laziness, and he doesn't really care about luxury. So yeah, I'm just now gonna clip it and start choosing our perfect angle. So we're gonna start like moving it around. I'm just like searching which angle gives the vibe of Ruggie. So, trying to scale it up and moving it like left and right. I really like how the tree is in the picture. So maybe I'm just gonna try and make something like keeping the tree in it in our like frame. This angle is not like very suitable. I think it's like, if you can see, like it's not very, how can I describe it? It does not give the vibe that we're going for. So I really like these angles, something around these. So I'm gonna keep it like this for now. And I'm gonna check the sprites, the chibi ones. So maybe like the way that Chibi interacts can give us more idea of what perfect angle we should go for. So I got multiple chibis for him, like one with him eating, and one with him running, and one with him that I used for the live thumbnail. But I don't think I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna bring them into the canvas, all of them. This one, like for you guys to see it in a better way, a better view. And this one, I like this one too. This one is a little bit glitchy, but when I'm gonna like turn it, the hue, like I'm gonna lightness for -100, everything will turn black, so this glitch is fine. And I have one him running, it's cute. And there is other one with him laughing, which I absolutely adore. So I'm either gonna go with this one or the one with him eating. But considering the fact like there's nothing around him like is eatable, so I'm gonna keep the one with him laughing. I'm gonna like erase this one then, and this one, and this one. I'm gonna keep this one. Just gonna scale it down a little bit and put it somewhere. Now we're gonna go back to our inner background and play around with it. Let's see which space and angle to choose. Which angle to give you, Ruggie? Maybe a little bit water, not like too much. This one has too much water, but I like the way, like the lounge, the sitting, the sofas. You love him? You love Ruggie? He's very cute. He's a cute character. You see, I took your request. You asked for Ruggie, so here we are doing one for him. Okay. I'm just like trying to find the angle. I really like this one like this. A little bit from the sofas and the tables, and at the same time like water. Just gonna try and move things more around. I'm gonna keep it like this. I really like how this looks like. So we're gonna keep it like this for now. I'm just gonna try to scale it up a little bit to see the tree, how it will look like now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like this. I want to give like some life to Ruggie's wallpaper. Okay, I like this angle for now. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna now start by changing the colors, taking them from Leona. So give me these, Leona. Give me this one for the background. This one for the inner background, and I'm gonna like bring another one for the inner body. This one. Okay, so Kuru asked us a question. She asked like if you're going on a date with one of Twisted characters, with whom are you going? Is this even a question? I've already said in one of my videos that I'm a stan for Jamil. I would die to just see this man. I absolutely adore him. So yeah, my answer is there's only one answer for my question, and that is Jamil Viper. And on end of discussion. But let me like ask you guys about this question. Who would you date? And who's your favorite character? Like, who you think is like the perfect material for dating? The reason why I also chose Jamil is not like only I like him as the character. I really think he's also very interesting. He's very kind in his own way. He's very mature. And he has like many hobbies, like either it's cooking, dancing, and he's very awkward. Yeah, you shouldn't forget these things. You're watching my stream. You should know who I like. What about you? Who do you like? The tree kind of look annoying. Is like entering the whole thing. I'm just gonna try and move more the inner background. I just want to see if things might look different if I move things around with the tree. Should we go more left and down? Okay, it didn't make any difference, to be honest. I'm just gonna try and scale up the background then. Scaling it up. Answer my question. Who would you date? I like switched everything back. I want just to see what the tree is doing with the design, the whole thing. Okay, the only thing I did now was to scale up. You want to go eat takoyaki with Azul? You want him like to become a cannibalism or something? You know he's an activist. You want to see to bully Azul. To be honest, he deserved that. He is a bully after all. But I don't know. Does he like? I remember Floyd once said that he likes takoyaki. Yeah, if I remember, it's one in the side stories maybe, or in an event story. I don't know which one. But they do eat takoyaki, and Floyd's liked it. I remember once, like maybe who was it? I don't know. Maybe Kalim. Kalim once like offered him food, but the food. Oh, not Kalim. Jade said that Floyd likes takoyaki in the event, the one with Apple. The one that Jade went with Apple to his country. and they offered him something like when a pancake, apple pancake. So Jade was like, "Yeah, I thought takoyaki. Floyd likes takoyaki, so it's an official thing that they do eat octopus." I was like, at first, are they joking? Do they really eat? But I think it's normal. Like they're not fishy. They're like mermaids and half merman and so on. So it's fine if they ate like their own species. I also finished reading, like the event already ended. The one that was the camp. The ending of the ending of the event was like an obvious one, considering the fact that it's like a second part from the first one. The first one, when you read it, it's like you don't know what's happening in the event, like what's happening to the students. You keep like you have the hype, but after like seeing the first one, like the story of the second one was a bit more obvious. Okay, it seems that in this design, the new background is gonna give us a lot of trouble and problem. Like, I'm trying to figure out which is the perfect thing to do with the whole thing. Where was that chat of Floyd? I only remember the event where Jade said about Floyd's favorite food. I don't know if it's even his favorite food, but I do remember him saying that Floyd likes eating octopus. But the whole thing about the event that which has already ended, the one of the camp, is like that's the problem with second parts of the events, is like things are becoming more and more obvious the more they repeat the event story. So you don't like get excited to know what's gonna happen next. But it was fun. I really like the interaction between the art clubs. Like I absolutely adored them. There was like a part where uh, Azul and Trey, Jade and Vilya, they were like working together in the mission, and they had to like fight a monster. Okay, so this monster. Wait a minute. I'm trying to focus at the same time with the whole Ruggie thing. So what I was saying is that they were about like to fight a monster, and Azul like had the weapon, and it's like the gemstones that gives them the ability to use their powers. So Azul was the only one with the gemstones, okay? So as we know about Azul characters, like he likes to do contracts and trading. He does not give anything for free. And his target, obviously Jade is with him. They are like colleagues in the whole thing. So they had both Trey and Azul had to do like a small contract with Azul so that he would give them the gem to use in order to fight the monster. So obviously what he asked was like to let them work at his launch for like 5 days. Obviously Vil was like, no, my work schedule is already full. I can't afford like putting another thing in my schedule and so on. So he and Azul were like fighting on what to do. In the end, like they found the perfect solution. But as the story progressed, Azul was like, no, my real aim was never Vil. He did not really care about Vil coming and working with him. What he wanted was like for Trey to come and work for him, because Trey is very good at making pastries and sweets. So that was his true aim. That that part was completely adorable. I don't know why, but I really like the fact that Azul was never like thinking about the whole fame thing, that Vil is very an important figure. He's like a model and an actor. Everyone like wants to see him. But his true aim was never like to have an actor and a famous figure at his launch. What he wanted like was something about the sweets that Trey makes. which is completely cute. And I like how they talked more about stray characters like in the main story, and like in the events he barely like show up. So that the whole thing that made me like very interested in the story. I I kind of liked more Trey more when they talked about him. At first, like I was like he was like a very normal character. I didn't think like he had very fun sides, but when you get to know him, deep down he's like an evil man, but hiding behind kindness. But the fact that he tries to act sometimes like pure gets sometimes annoying. But it was very funny. I really liked how he keeps like changing the way he acts every time he talks. Just gonna now erase the shadow. We don't need the shadow part. So I'm gonna just go and erase it. You're gonna be careful not to erase Ruggie's little bows. Cute little feet. Okay. So I removed. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like this. I was like having second thoughts about the chibi sprite, but I think now I'm gonna keep it. Like I'm sure I want to use this one. So I think the angle might change more when I add like the mirror part. Where is the eraser? Gonna make the brush bigger and start erasing. Thank God the internet connection today was like better. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. It kept disconnecting. I tried multiple times like to get connected to the internet or at least to enter the YouTube, but it was like in all of it, it was in vain. Maybe there was like some pressure on the Wi-Fi. I don't know what was the reason. But now, today it's better. So I had to make the stream. But next week it will be like on Tuesday at the same time. I won't change it again. But let's hope that nothing bad happens once again to the internet. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go back to Leona's one and take the color fill for the chibi part. Where is the chibi part? This one is it. And we're gonna paste it. So I'm gonna like now move Ruggie around. Move him around. Want him to be like near the table a little bit. Like as if he's talking, having fun. Like have him like standing there. As if like he's talking to someone, but there's no one near him. Okay. Oops. Okay, like this. So before I started the stream, I was like playing Tears of Themis. It's like an otome game, mobile otome game. It's for Whoyoverse. And I was like, there's an event like you have to read the stories of the event to earn reward and so on. So I thought it was like a perfect chance for me to get back to the main story. So I was reading the one, like not the newest one, the one before it. I was like reading it, and guess who this story was for? For it this time, it was like for Veen. And let's be honest, Veen is not like one of my favorite characters in the game. Not one of my favorite main leads. Like he can be sometimes interesting, but like he's not from my top favorite. So I was like reading the story, and it was like the time for them like to know more about the criminal, like who was the criminal behind the story. So all the time I was like, there was like one NPC which was very fine looking. Like it was like he was like had a very unique character's design, and you just look at him and you think like you're not like an NPC, you're like more important than that. Yeah, he had more. His character design was amazing. Like he looked very very pretty, hot, handsome. Yeah, he was very. So the more you get into the story, the more it became obvious like he's a bad person. So I was like, you know, Veen, I'm gonna push you in the water and pretend like he's the good guy, and let's pretend that all of this never happened. At this point, I was like about thinking how to murder Veen in order to save him. Okay, just erasing things. Okay. As you see, you can see now, the inner background looks more better than before. Like the angle is more suitable. Also, we erase more perfectly from the edges, so the whole look changed. And also, the chibi Ruggie looks completely adorable. Like how his hand is in the front. He's looking like fancy. He's looking fancy. So now I'm just gonna go and take the background. Okay, oops. Here's our background. We're gonna scale it and change. You love red flag characters. You reminded me the whenever you write this word, I just remember Vin's the one where he looks like completely edgy, and like he has no sparkle in his eye, and he squints his eyes like to feel like he's something. It pisses me off whenever he makes that face. I'm like, ugh, stop it. I don't hate him because he's a red flag. He's just annoying. Like, bro, just stop doing whatever you're doing. I'm just saving the whole process. I don't know, but today I usually do not do like save the canvas thing until I finish the live, but today I just have a bad feeling about the whole thing. So I saved it whenever, like before I started even streaming the whole thing. I don't know, I'm afraid like maybe something might shut down on me or something. Yusawi love, you need to see a therapist as soon as possible. No, I mean no, I don't know. I don't even know if he's a red flag or not, but he just pisses me off for some reason. I'm not like the person who judges the character without knowing his story. When I read his story, like private story or even like his own cards, not gonna lie, he acts very cute, and like his stories, his character story is very very interesting, and his whole relationship with the MC and so on is quite a thing. So no, I don't judge him for that. It's just like maybe because of his stupid attitude in the main story that pisses me off. Like he I don't know why he acts like this. Like, dude, stop. So yeah, no, I do not judge him for being only annoying. I judge him for other things. I'm a mature person. I'm not like Vin. I do not judge him like for normal reasons. I have my own reasons for hating him. Okay, just gonna zoom in a little bit. I just wanna know. Also, I'm gonna go back to Leona's wallpaper just to see if the whole head thing is like in the right place. Okay. And the mirror part, yeah, we should make sure that the mirror is like in the middle of the canvas. So I'm just gonna click everything and make sure everything is like in the middle. Then I'm gonna go back to Ruggie's. Also make sure that Ruggie is in the middle of the canvas. So when everything is alright, we're gonna like mask Ruggie and start erasing the extra parts. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Erasing. I'm gonna erase very fast and then fix things again later. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back and like start fixing the edges like I erased by mistake. Be careful of having Leona read what you just said. You read the main story, right? When they started like bullying him for when he was like playing video games, like he's using his paws and so on. So don't talk about his ears too. I also like the sprite where Leona is shocked. I like that one. Like his ears are like all pointy up and he looks very like a cat. It's completely adorable. You just like sometimes wonder why oh sorry. He acts the way he is, Leona that is. Ruggie is cute, but he's a fraud. So you can't like have a chill conversation with him without having him like steal what's inside your pockets. They are so fluffy. Yeah, Ruggie's ears are fluffier than Leona's. They're completely cute. Like I don't know how they take them seriously. Like look what's on top of your head. Like you have freaking ears. Don't talk to me when you have cute ears on your head. Like whenever, for example, if you're like seeing Leona, the first thing I'm gonna think about is like, oh, cute, little kitty. But then I see his attitude. I'm like, ugh, what did I just see? Okay, I'm just like fixing now the inner background, erasing and making like shadows. I'm gonna reduce the opacity of the brush and zoom in like this and start by fixing all the inner background. Erasing, more erasing. My cat suddenly moved, so I was worried that she's awake or something. I hope they do not fight with each other. Like one of my cats started kicking the other, so I don't know if they're gonna start fighting. But let's hope they won't. Okay. So I'm just gonna now like reduce the opacity more and scale the brush more and start by erasing a little bit more like to give effect to the background, like horizontal line. Like you can see the whole thing changing, but the more you do that, you might see some results. So I'm gonna keep doing that multiple of times, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, a couple more times. Just gonna, okay. Come back here. This side is more erased than the other, so I'm just erasing it more. Maybe in the next stream I will finally get the enough patience to do Edia's one. So any Edia's fans near? Does anyone like him? I'm kinda excited to do Edia's one for one reason, and that is the blue color. The dorm of Edia's is like very blue and very, I think it will turn out very nicely as a wallpaper. Okay, there's some fans for Idia. Then there's another reason for us to do it very fast. Yeah, very blue. I'm kind of excited to see how it will turn out. Also, the whole thing that they are like a technology dorm is very interesting. So I think the blue color would turn out very nice, especially when once we use the lightning part. We have to make sure like it's very saturated, it's very high on light, so it would give like a different feeling than the rest of the other wallpapers. I think the lightning thing will turn out more like Veil's one, so I'm very excited for that part. Okay, now I'm gonna scale it up and just gonna click multiple times like this. Okay, that's enough for the inner background. You're just gonna save things just in case. Don't ask me why, just I'm gonna save it. Okay, I'm gonna bring now the gem part. Where is the gem? Which one of you is the gem? These are the gem one. And we're gonna paste it on top of the mirror. Making sure it's on the right angle. Zooming in. Okay. At first I thought the yellow color was like not very like Leona's and the whole Savannah Glow, but the more I looked into it, I felt it's more gave the vibe of Leona's dorm. I was like, don't ask me why, but I really thought that Leona dorm would turn out more orange than yellow. So when I saw it like it's completely yellow, it was the first thing came up my mind. Was it like the right thing to do? Okay, well, just give me a second to open the door for my cat. Okay, we are back. She wanted to exit the room, so I just opened the door for her. Okay, now I'm gonna go and add the lightning. Like this. Make sure like it's on top of everything else. And I'm gonna take the name layer now. And at first I'm gonna keep it like on top of everything else, so I could edit it very easily. And now we have to check how we spell his name, so we won't make any mistakes in writing his name. Ruggie. I know his second name, but it's just in case. Okay. Oops. Okay. So it's Ruggie. Now it's capital full like this. Now I'm gonna put it in the middle of the canvas, like in the middle, seeing how things are. Okay. Gonna lower it. No, we're gonna not lower it. We're gonna fix the angle of it. I want the wavy part to be in the middle. Okay, almost there. Just gonna zoom in to fix more of the angle. Okay. Zooming out to check if things are looking nice. Maybe I'm gonna scale it more. I mean, rotate it more. Something like that. More, a little bit more. Okay. Things are looking great now. Okay, now I'm gonna take the whole name layer thing. I'm just gonna bring it down behind Ruggie's head. The whole head thing. Like this. See, when I put it like behind the lightning thing, the whole thing like became behind the light, behind everything else. It became like one part with the whole design. I'm very glad that you guys are liking these designs. Okay, I'm gonna take this one too and paste it here. So let's just zoom in a little bit fast. I'm just gonna fix some parts of the inner background, making sure the whole thing's clear. Maybe show a little bit more from the background. And erase some more. So what do you think, guys? Let's do a little bit voting. Should we like do a new character, which is Idia from a different dorm? Or should we like do a character we haven't done from other dorms? I don't know, maybe you guys are waiting for another character. I'm also like gonna open the voting on my Instagram to see like the character you guys gonna vote. I'm gonna also make another vote on my social media. So if you'd like to comment now who would like me to design in the next video, comment now, or you can like wait for the voting time on my Instagram. I want to erase this thing from here. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I changed the color by mistake. As I told you previously, the color has to be black and white, or else that the erasing effect will not work. Okay. I want to completely erase this side. I think I've erased here more than usual. Just gonna go back to it and fix it very fast. You see here is more black than the usual. Like the character suddenly got cut off. So I don't want that to appear in the design. Something like this. And also the other side, the same thing we're gonna do. Just gonna walk step by step to check if everything is looking good. Also making sure we did not forget like to erase some of the parts. Fixing the whole thing. And erasing our mistakes. I'm gonna zoom in. Oops. So there is a new request for Floydo and Jado. So yeah, why not? We can do them both. We might even finish the whole dorm thing of them. That's another nice idea. So I'm gonna like vote for the characters you guys are requesting and see how things will turn out. Gonna see who is the winner character that will get the new design. You're welcome. I feel very happy when I design for others. So yeah, why not? We're like enjoying together the stream. It's like a fun thing to do, a change of pace. I usually like design by myself and so on, but having someone to talk to also while designing is fun. Okay, zooming out to see the whole picture. Let's see the inner background. Are we on good terms or not? Okay, just gonna click a couple of times. I don't want the whole thing to be very dark. I want a little bit details to appear here and there in the background, at the same time to hide some other details. We are almost done. Oops, no, it has to be smaller. And let's reduce the opacity also. And click, 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 click. Very fast clicks. Okay, we're zooming out and seeing the whole results. So we are done. We are done with Ruggie's wallpaper. What do you think, guys? Do you like it? So this wallpaper was requested by Kuro. And next time I'm gonna do like a voting thing. So make sure you vote for your favorite. So it's gonna be like our next target for the next wallpaper. I'm very happy you liked it. Gonna save it. Okay. So we finished today's stream. Let's review things very fast. So in the beginning, like we chose the sprite, like we brought the full body Ruggie, we cropped it, we brought the inner background. We first like what we were choosing, which one was the perfect one, but we chose the lounge one. We played around with the angle. We had to find the perfect angle that gave more Ruggie vibe, and we chose the one with the sofas and tables with a little bit of water and trees and green. And yeah, we also put it like all the chibi Ruggie we had in the gallery and tried to choose one of them. We chose the one of him laughing and having fun. And we played around. We got took the colors from Leona's wallpaper. The color palette was ready, thank God. So we finished things very fast. And then the only thing that made a little problem for this whole thing was like erasing some parts, playing around with the angles of the inner background. The rest of the things were fine and were completely good. We were in good terms with Ruggie this time, and I'm very glad we were able like to finish it fast. We had very fun talking and things were very relaxing this time. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining this session. I hope you all liked the wallpaper and how it turned out. So don't forget like to comment below, like this video after we finish. And I'm very grateful for you guys for joining today. And I'm sorry because I had to delay the thing from Tuesday to Wednesday. So hopefully things will stay the same and I won't have like to delay it once again, like to change any timing or the date. I want things like to be scheduled for you guys to be able to view the whole live things in on your own pace. So yeah, thank you very much. This wallpaper will be available to download tomorrow. I will finish the whole thing and publish it on my Buy Me Coffee. You can get it on my Buy Me Coffee tomorrow. And I will let you know on my social media like when I publish it, so don't worry about the timing. And yeah, we finished the stream. So thank you everyone for joining in and chatting with me. It was very fun, and also the questions that you gave me were very interesting. So we can always like chat together and chill around at the same time. And see you in the next part of our session. So bye bye. Bye bye everyone. It was very fun today. I had very fun. So much fun with you. So bye bye and see you in the next stream everyone.